What's up, city builders? This is Commander Kobe, and today we are going to take a look at how to build construction sites in the base game of City Skylines. This method works without any mods or assets, so you can do that on PS4 and Xbox. However, you will need to have the Industries DLC, and the Park Life DLC could also be useful for decoration afterwards. One downside of this build is that the construction sites won't actually work, and there won't be any buildings spawning within that area, so it's more of a decoration thing. However, these construction sites still add a lot of atmosphere to your cities, and they do look great in various areas. Alright, enough talking, let's dive into the building process. First of all, you have to check if you have the Industries DLC. You should see this icon right here that says Industries in your catalog, and then you should select a spot where you want your construction site to sit. I will place it down right here in that area. I prepared a rectangular space for that building. I suggest you do the same in the beginning, and afterwards you can do more creative areas. So this is the basic method I will present to you today. You have to make sure that this space is at least 12 squares long and 7 squares wide. Mine is 8 squares, so that should be fine. And then you begin building the construction site. Okay, we need the industry DLC because we need the ore industry right here. So go to industries, ore industry, and select the ore industry main building. Place it down somewhere near your construction site like this, and then go to painting tool and paint a district for that area connected to where you want your construction site to sit, and paint it as such. Good. After that, you go to the roads section, select small roads, and go to the 2-lane gravel road. Okay, we need that one, but we first select a small road, a normal 2-lane road, and you see the grid over here. I will go to the snapping option and turn off the road length, the grid tool, and the road guidelines. Good. So now you see the grid over here, and we want to make an entrance for our construction site. I will do that over here, and you see the grid. We want the entrance to go right next to one of those streets that cross our main streets and roads, so either here or on the other side. I will do that here, and you see right now the road that I'm going to place down follows the grid, but we have to make it a little odd so that afterwards we are able to place down the construction site more freely. This should be exactly following the grid, and you just go a little bit to the left and a little bit downwards like this, and then try to make it parallel to that street on the right. So we began a little below this line of squares that crosses our grid, so we have to go a little bit below the next line of squares like this, so it's just a little below the line. Perfect. Okay, now you go to the roads and you select the 2-lane gravel road, and you update this piece of street right here to the 2-lane gravel road. After that, you go to the industry section and select in the ore industry section the small ore mine, and you can now see that you are able to place that down and it doesn't snap in the grid. This is because we did this in an odd way before, and now we can try to place it a little further away from the street that is now on the right. So leave a little gap between the street and the small ore mine, because after we place down the small ore mine, we are going to drag some fences between the street and the small ore mine, like this. And now you can just delete the street, and you do that a little more accurate. So select the 2-lane gravel road, drag it as far as the small ore mine goes, and this is our basic layout now. Okay, and now we go to the landscaping tool and we select some fences. I will do that with the ore industry fence, and you just surround your construction site with that fence, so like this. On the other side as well. I will leave out the bottom for now, because we have to add something to our construction site. Like this. And now we just add a gravel path next to our ore mine. For this method you can check out my last video where I explain how to pave the surface on console. Now the second line. Maybe like this. Not quite. Okay, now we should be able to place it right here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I think that should be fine. Now we complete the fence that surrounds our construction site, and that's basically where we could end. I just like to add a little more detail. I go to the park life option, over to the nature reserve, and I select the ground tile, put it over here like this. That covers the rest of the ground, and there you can just add a little more detail, foliage or trucks like this that work for the construction site. You could also go back to the nature reserve, select those toilets for the workers, and yeah, that's basically the finished construction site. You can just get creative with shapes and decoration just as you like. Just one more thing at the end. You can now get rid of the small main building that you placed down in order to be able to place down the small ore mine. And as I said in the beginning, it is just for the looks. It has no function. I would suggest that you turn off the small ore mines so they won't complain about any services or goods they need. It just stays turned off and acts as that little construction site right here. Alright, that's it for the tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I appreciate any form of feedback, so feel free to comment in the comment section, and I hope I can see you in the next one. So, bye!